Are we controlled by secret forces? Are alien space monsters bringing a startling new world? Do people think you're strange? Do you? Then you may be on the right track. Unpredictables are not alone and possess amazing hidden powers of their own. Are you abnormal? Then you are probably better than most people. Yes, your kind shall triumph.
Praise God.
Church of the Subgenius is the pan-religion of the future and rebels against the namby-pamby, goody-two-shoes, new age, and Aquarian ideals of most occult weirdos. Praise Bob! People are fools. They do not curse. They have no understanding of the need for spiritual violence in this modern space-age a-go-go society. The subgenius wants no part of the new age. It is already here, and it obviously sucks. The subgenius would rather retrieve the manly past before 1971, or even 1953, or else dwell in the naughty, fun-loving, remote future.
So here I am with our friend, the Pink. Hi, I'm the Pink. Hi, Pink. Pink boy, what are you doing? You bland normal? Look at you. That may be what you think. Subgenius. But I am a weirdo too. You're a what? You're a weirdo too? But you like football and mainstream media.
Press button 1. Press button 2. Then press button 3 to deactivate and open the trap and remove the prey. To introduce the trap to the general public, we are giving you this model absolutely free.
Take care of his lives, but wouldn't listen to me. Now he's dead. Coming from the conservatory, so I stopped by. What are you playing? Just a simple melody of my own. So weird. Strange. Don't stop playing. Don't stop playing.
Have a drink. Now, it's awfully early in the morning, and look upon it as an extension of last night.
Your eyes, what's happened?
All right.
They're very bloodshot. Can't you see, lad? Can't you see? No, I'm blind. I can't harm Alicia anymore.
Don't stop playing.
This is the fun part of the show.
Don't stop playing.
Yeah. Woo. Woohoo. Yeah. Yeah.
Now it's on. Can you hear me now?
Yo, I'm screaming praise God until the day I die. When I die aboard the saucers into space, I will fly on my way to sub-genius heaven or sub-genius hell. Which one is better, man? Cause I can hardly tell. Fuck the conspiracy and give me back my slack. If you're pink, your money scream. $35, it's not a trap. I'm chilling in Dobbstown, smoking on some froth. Fuck them if they can't take a joke, now let the beat drop.
us a mutant tea. Pink boy, bland normal, or is it true? You're not. You're one of us, one of the mutants. With just a little nudge from this mutant tea, you will become some genius. One of the chosen mutants. Chosen mutants. Supreme mutants. Superior mutants. The highest, most high of all. The best of the best. Let's see, what do we have? We have J.R. Bob Dobbs, the living slackmaster, and his part-time residence here in Dobbstown. Now, friends, I want you to listen to my voice. I want you to take in what I have to say, because what I have to say is very important. Do you know why it's very important? It's because I have right thought! No, I do not have right thought. I have mutant thought. So, do not listen to me, drink this mutant tea, and get your head out of your own third eye. Third eye. Third eye.
Ooh. Yeah.
The great gates of Dobbstown. Not unlike the great gates of Kiev, but not with a piano.
Oh boy.
Bring out your head. Bring out your head. Bring out your head. Bring out your head. Welcome to Dobbstown, where yes, you are weird, just like us. Pony on down, or horse on down, or cow on down, or goat on down, or bear on down. Bear down, bear down, bear down to the cask after me. Get yourself a cup of mutant tea. Yes, have a mutant tea. Ring out your head. Ring out your head. Grab an ear in each hand and twist. So you can do it. You're loud. You're very loud. Ring it out. 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 Riding it. Riding it. Riding it. Riding it. Riding it. Riding it.
Broadcasting live from some basement 27 deep in the heart of the hypercore. This is your Hypercubus Weekly radio update. Time for the show! Congratulations, you made it! You didn't think you'd do it, but you know what? If you hurry up and just start don't thinking, things will go a lot easier for you. I am your gracious and most handsome of hosts, the Dr. Argus Q Fox of Hypercube Labs. And it wouldn't be another week of hardcore, heavy, industrialized comedy dissection without the masters of chuckles that they be, but they're all on the Discord saying bad stuff about us. So here's Reverend Peas. Hi, Peas. Welcome to the show. How you doing, buddy?
Hi, kids.
I'm pulling up.
I'm doing good. I'm making
pulling up
some
the levels. The levels.
Yeah, because the levels seem like there's cutouts, and then there's
like good parts, and then there's bad parts. And
I gotta tell you something. You know, you talked earlier about not thinking, and you know I'm a huge proponent of that. But I, strangely enough, in my search for extraterrestrial life and proof of that this week, I, out of nowhere, started coming across concrete pylons all over the Lake Mead area. As a matter of fact, to the extent that I felt I should reasonably get out and take a picture of one and submit it to the Hypercube Laboratories for examination.
Or stick a reality augmentation decal stabilizer on it. You had a pack of rads.
I could have done
you,
that
right?
as well. I did. Well, you know, I didn't bring my rads with me. No, I didn't. So, but
shame.
Nonetheless, I think that things are going crazy out there.
Bad move.
Correct. Bad move. That's not going to work.
No, kids, you need to remember
pylons,
that
were everywhere.
You can convert any existing structure, especially ones that are pylon-shaped, into a hypercube psychoustics subather relay network pylons by simply attaching a reality augmentation decal stabilizer. Pardon me, I had a mouthful of delicious organic tobacco. It's okay. It's good for me. They grow these things right out of the ground.
I was just enjoying some organic arsenic tea.
Oh yeah, you squeeze it out of your apple seeds. Is that arsenic or is that cyanide?
Yeah.
Don't eat apple seeds.
I think that's cyanide.
Don't eat apple seeds and don't eat
metal.
That's what my grandfather taught me.
Don't eat a lot. They taught him that in the war, the Great War.
What was so great
That's
about it?
That's how the Krauts would get a hold of it. Well, the Krauts would make you eat a bunch of apple seeds and then chew on tin foil, and next thing you know, you'd get mustard gas and die. So they'd tell the boys at home, don't get caught up on Crowdy Carl's apple seed and tin foil sausages.
Be careful, Crowdy Carl's is our new weekly sponsor. We have like 700 pounds of coleslaw that we have to move by the end of the week. So head on over to packslack.com and pick up your
package of Crowdy Krauts
and your kraut.
If you don't buy it now, we'll come back in 20 years and make you buy it again, you bastards.
I'm sure.
Crowdy Krauts. Crowdy Carls, I mean. Crowdy Carls. I lose my mind a little bit.
Can we get slogans in chat for Crowdy Carls? We can say that. That's not like any kind of racial or ethnic slur, right?
No.
It's just it's disparaging. It's disparaging amongst just certain individuals who are already disparaging against. So it's fair play, right? We can go total Scientology on that. I was thinking about picking that up too. I was thinking that we definitely need a foul play, or not a foul play. That would be bad. Oh, Dr. Fox, don't do that. But we would need a we definitely need our fair play policies. There are a lot of people that try to wrong Hypercube on an hourly basis. Cyber web attacks over our emails and sending me pictures that I didn't ask for into my DMs. I know who's up to it, and it's probably you, and you need to settle down before I Lord help me, I don't even know. I'm gonna get you. All right.
You got y'all got to calm down.
I cut off your pylon story though. What was happening with your pylons out at Lake Mead? Did you have some mead while you were there?
Okay,
are they known for their honeybees?
No, I've been there many times. As it's known, because my research and endeavors take me out there, and I've not noticed pylons in the past, and I can only attribute the pylon placement poised in front of me at that particular time in Parsec was that the pylon phenomenon is actually, as we know, when pylons are stabilized and this augmented reality device is utilized on them, they have a tendency to multiply. So it's my belief that there must be a multitude of research vessels outside of my own in this area who are stabilizing pylons and thus causing a pylon explosion, if you will, in the national park area, where you would expect to find pylons of some kind, but not
there
this
was
many.
There was the pylon that did appear
pylons.
out in your neck of the woods, out in Utah.
Of course, right? Utah,
the mysterious pylon,
right next door, mysteriously disappeared.
I think it mysteriously showed up. It very easily disappeared. Somebody had a video saying that they took it, but did they make
things
it?
appear is easy. Making things disappear is hard.
Are you kidding?
Think about a magician.
You haven't worked for the government, have you?
Look, I made this appear. I made this appear. Big fucking deal. It was probably already there, and I just didn't notice it. But you make something disappear, well, now you've done something.
Who's your favorite B-list magician? How many? You're out in magic territory. You ever see Franz Harari out there? He made the space shuttle disappear and the Taj Mahal. Oh man, you remember your days with Franz Harari?
So I guess the thing you say when you say who's your favorite B-list magician, the thing that bothers me the most about that statement is it implies that somehow there's A-list magicians, and I'm not sure that that's actually true. And I'm not sure that if that was true, I'm not sure you would want to start off with using the statement B-list. I think it's more realistic to go down to what D-list, because even the best magician at the top of his game is going to strive to be on somebody's B-list. He's the best magician, David Copperfield, C-level entertainer. Penn and Teller's the first to admit that to you. If you're talking magicians, there shouldn't be a B list.
Well, Teller doesn't talk.
A-list.
So that's easy. Maybe
he does talk. I actually
I've never
can't get
heard
him to
talk.
shut up at lunch. Is part of the problem. Well, you've never seen his show then.
He seems like a nice enough guy. I've seen all of his shows. I've seen his movie.
I wonder. So
the movie
he's
that he gets killed in.
Yep.
He doesn't talk.
Does he get killed?
Yeah, it's the movies
does
Penn
talk.
and Teller
He
get
talks.
killed.
Here's the thing where I know what's happening with you. You're getting mixed up because you're confusing Teller with the person he portrays on screen. Like many times the fans in Canada and the other countries confuse the characters that we portray on the radio and the YouTube as actual people, when in reality, maybe not. We don't know. We're not going to fess up to one thing or another. So there's that.
Okay, so who's your favorite D-list magician?
And there you go. Now that's something I can work with.
How far away does he live from you now?
The guy, and he's super dumb, but people like him. I think it's like his name is Puff.
Yeah.
And he's or Pip the Magic Dragon. He's got this genre bending thing where he does some magic, but he dresses up like a Barney dinosaur. But he's green, he's not blue, so it's cooler. And he does some like
Barney
comedy.
is my favorite blue dinosaur. So it would be hard to compete with.
Kind of, Barney, if I reflect back, is more of a purple with then a lighter mauve-ish purple belly with dots the same color as his belly, if I recall correctly. Where's Scalpod? Scalpod could confirm that in a moment's notice. Most people don't know this, that Scalpod is actually the archivist for the Barney the Dinosaur show. And he is in charge of maintaining the show's Bible, which is, if you're not in the industry, that's the book of Barney. So if someone else wanted to write, say, a Barney movie or carry on the Barney story, they would know all the backstory, the genre of the Barney character, and they would write using that Bible as kind of like the definitive.
The Bible of Barney.
Can Barney fly? Yeah, it doesn't say that Barney can fly in this, so probably you shouldn't make Barney fly.
Well, he did. At the end when he was ascending, he didn't really fly. He ascended.
Well, all the dinosaurs ascended. When you slam a rock with another big rock, everything on the first rock jumps up and ascends into the air in a fiery shout of death.
But that's...
Speaking of shout...
Yeah?
Barney
was not part of the Great Cataclysm. Barney is a dinosaur who lives in our imaginations. And if you work together with your friends, you can have group hallucinations.
That's like the Bible?
You can make things appear. Don't be talking bad about the Bible. The Bible.
I'm saying he's a dinosaur. He's like one of those Bible dinosaurs. Bible. Listen. Stop.
It doesn't say
Bible
dinosaur. It says
dinosaurs are very
Leviathan.
much different.
The Leviathan crept up as it did. It did. Could have been a large. It could have been a dragon. Could have been a dragon.
Bible dinosaurs are very different than science dinosaurs, and I think it's important to recognize both face version of dinosaurs.
Barney is
you
a
have
biblical
your science
dinosaur.
version,
He
your,
bestows knowledge
and
good virtues and morals. But there could be a darker side to that. I mean, there is a link between Barney and traditional tantric sex, and then the new traditional tantric sex, which is even better. You don't even have to move for that one. It's
Japanese and it only takes 30 seconds, but to them it seems like forever.
Yeah, but it's not forever, it's eternity. That's the thing. It's a state of nirvana. Orgasms are a myth, Peas. Prove me wrong.
That's funny because
the world is flat and orgasms are fake.
That's what Crowdy Carl told me too, so I believe it.
Yeah, Crowdy Carl had a couple of good ideas. It's too bad that he got lumped in with those bad fellas, He got in with some ill company over at the eel packing plant. What's
the eels keep getting out of the box? I put them in and out the womb.
What is German for eel? I feel like that'd have to be a kicker of a German word. It always sounds like they're swearing at you, no matter what they're saying.
Schnickendiken.
What about electric eel? Shockin' dickin' dikin'? That's funny. That's funny. Biblical dinosaurs, Peas. All right. Well, I guess we should go on to my favorite part of the show. It's Cube News, all the news that's fit to Cube, and this is good for the YouTube edition. Don't know what's going on in Freethink Radio, but it says we're broadcasting. I see the green bars going up. People are complaining. If you're in the chat and you can't hear something, if you can't hear me, let me know. So I've got a couple more of these groovy Freethink Radio stickers, these red, white, and blue brain bones design that I made to bestow upon Freethink merch, quick and easy. as well as a couple other things, including these glow-in-the-dark Don't Think decals. They the text on these will glow. And here in this envelope, I also have, courtesy of Caller 23, several of these Freethink Radio bumper stickers. And all of these are going to be available on, hold on, I can put it up on the screen. And all these are going to be available on packslack.com. And available now on packslack.com. And why didn't I get an image ready for that? As you can place your pre-orders for Fergan Friday t-shirts.
Sounds awesome.
So you can totally rep your fave Lord Ferg and his endless bestowment of jams upon ye. Those pre-orders are open now, so you can head on over to packslack.com, and we'll have more of the decals and everything coming up this week. Gotta move this stuff. Gotta move it. Move it.
You can buy jam there.
You can get jams and
you can
preserves.
buy jam there.
You can get jams and gems and Slim Jims and Slim Thomases, but most people aren't picking up the Slim Thomases these days. And oh man, Pease, your camera is the best. I want to freeze frame that and just keep it that way for the rest of the for every show forever.
That should be my shot. That's just always.
That's the thumbnail.
Yep.
I shouldn't have said anything. I should have just caught it. So yeah, that's what we'll. So if you want to help Pease get a webcam, then head on over to patreon.com/hypercube, and we can totally make that happen. And we got goals this month. When I joined on to Freethink Radio, there was 665 subscribers. I was happily number 666 when I logged in. And now we are up to 694? So we're almost to 700. So if you're watching and you haven't subscribed yet, please remember that subscribing is what keeps the channel looking like we're doing something. And hit that like button. Woo! Do it. Hit the like button. Smash it, yo. And click it. You don't have to ring the bell. The bell, no. We get nothing from the bell. And you don't want that. You don't want the bell. But yeah, let's try and get up to 700 subscribers, and that means I gotta do more posts on the Facebook. So if you aren't following us on Facebook, it's at Time for the Show. And follow me on Twitter at DokFaux. DokFaux. Pease, are you on the twatter? Are you twatting these days?
No, I don't know how to do twats anymore. I'm old.
I feel like I should give you, like you got pushy with me. We started developing segments. And then I would get texts. I'd get texts from Pease going, hey, we're doing show, right? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, where's my copy? So I got to make sure to send Pease his flipping copy of all the chuckle funny ha-ha times that we're supposedly going to have. Did you get your copy?
Maybe.
Did you get it this week? I'm going to have to refer to it. I got to pull those notes up. Referring to the notes, 7 points.
I'm going to check it.
See what else we got up on the big show tonight. So yeah, definitely send in your money. You can always send paypal.me/DokFaux and give me money directly, or you can put cash or checks or money orders in an envelope and send them to Hypercube Labs, P.O. Box 4304, Winter Park, Florida 32793. That's my favorite part of the show. It's time for my favorite part of the show. Is it a band? Where I'm going to ask Pease whether it's a band, and then we're going to listen to a song and take a little ding-dong diggity break, and then when we come back, we're gonna talk funny ha-ha stuff. So, Pease, are you ready for your first band of the week?
I'm prepared.
I've got a couple here. These all came from Aster 6. There's two on here we're definitely gonna do tonight.
All hail Aster 6.
Absolutely.
All hail Aster 6. All hail Aster 6.
If it wasn't for her, we couldn't do the show because I wouldn't have a place to live. All right, our first band name is Made to Border. That's MADE20BORDER. When we come back, we're going to listen to a song off of that totally kickin' Welcome to Dobbs.Town album, available on packslack.com by Reverend Negative and a bunch of other subgeniuses. And then we'll be right back. Grab your bootlaces, yo.
Are we controlled by secret forces? Are alien space monsters bringing a startling new world? Do people think you're strange? Do you? Then you may be on the right track. Unpredictables are not alone and possess amazing hidden powers of their own. Are you abnormal? Then you are probably better than most people. Yes, your kind shall triumph. Praise God. Church of the Subgenius is the pan-religion of the future and rebels against the namby-pamby, goody-two-shoes, new age, and Aquarian ideals of most occult weirdos. Praise Bob! They do not curse. They have no understanding of the need for spiritual violence in this modern space-age go-go society. The subgenius wants no part of the new age. It is already here, and it obviously sucks. The subgenius would rather retrieve the manly past before 1971, or even 1953, or else dwell in the naughty, fun-loving remote future.
Whoosh. And we're back. That was Reverend Negative, and who was that? Was that Dr. Onan Cannabine on that one, or Pseudo Novalis? The good Reverend Dr. Pseudo Novalis. With no, that was Dr. Onan Cannabine. That was Drip Slowly and Repent. I'm looking at the folders, not the last things played. Sorry, my bad. I deserve that. So before we left, we had a band name. Now I'm gonna tell you while I go and you go and get a piece of paper and a pencil or a pen or a marker. Go get it. Go get it. We're waiting on you. Are you looking for it? Are you even trying? No? How about you, Peas? You got a pencil and something to write with?
I always have pencil and something to write with because I'm the Peas and I'm prepared. I'm prepared because I always properly carry about my person a pound of free pencils for $1.
All right. So you're getting ready, and Peas is already ready. So what does that say about you? Shame, shame, shame. So now coming back, our band name was Made to Border. Peas, what say ye?
I really feel I have to recluse myself from the competition because they are actually a very Yes, they are a very popular mariachi band here in the Las. They're a very popular mariachi band here in the Las Vegas area. So I'm going to say yes. Of course, it is a band.
Now, are you
a Mexican mariachi band?
All right, and we're looking. Show me Made to Border. I'm sorry, Peas didn't show up on the board. Made to Border is not a band. For shame. Really, for shame. So you should totally get on that if you're a mariachi band especially. So it's time for my favorite part of the show. Waiting for Peas to finish rolling a doobie on his desk and moving on to the Snatch Game. So this week, Reverend Dr. Aster Six, our executive producer, is now granted more duties by reading off. Here, we gotta turn it up a little bit. Make sure you get up on that microphone.
Man, I'm right up on it.
Get up, get really up on it.
I'm up on it like I need money.
Okay. Ooh. Okay. Okay. So you have this week's snatches, right?
I have the questions.
Okay. So Peas, Aster Six is going to reveal the snatch, and you're gonna fill in your blank, and I'm gonna fill in my blank, and then we're gonna see if we can match that snatch. And you at home, you lucky so-and-so, you get to play along.
You get to play with. You get to play with the snatch too.
It's great. It's family friendly and fun. You sent me 6 DMs. When I open those, there better be nudes. All right.
This game is wide. This game's wide open tonight too. Let me tell you.
I don't get that. Peas or Aster Six.
Don't call me Peas.
I was calling him Peas. All right. What is the first snatch of the night?
All right. So to speak normally. Okay. Scalpod always makes sure to plug in the Hanukkah blank at precisely 12:01 a.m. each day.
Did you hear that, Peas?
Scalpod makes sure to plug in the Hanukkah accordion every day at 6.
I said that Scalpod always plugs in the Hanukkah toaster. So that's a big no on that one.
Oh,
come on now.
Too bad.
You shouldn't have revealed it so quickly, Peas. We should have come back to them. We should have done them and come back to them. So you don't kill the game. You're so eager to jump in. All right, so what is the second snatch? You were too eager for the snatch, Peas.
Little desperate there. All right.
I hope it doesn't close up on me.
Well, I guess we'll find out because you have a second chance, and that is.
How often does that happen for a guy?
Hey, I'm reading
when
the
you
question.
get a second chance
I'm
of
reading
snatching
the
it?
question.
She's reading the question, Peas.
Can't read the question if you're talking,
Sorry, bro.
Peas. That's
I'm
a
always
really
trying to
bad
go
way
right
to
at the
not
snatch.
get asked a question. All right. Caller 23 bought 10 pounds of blank to make a traditional Kwanzaa dinner. What kind of dinner was it?
All right.
Pylons.
Is that your answer?
That's my
Or are
answer.
you leading on? The Kwanzaa pylons? I thought you and I would get this one. I said the Kwanzaa turtles.
Ah. So close. So close to getting that snatch.
Couldn't get it. Come on, Peas. We can do this. All right. What's the last snatch?
All right. The last one is.
Let's.
Oh, you ready?
Let's try and tag team this one, dude.
Well, you got to stop jumping ahead and getting all Spider-Man on it. All right.
Okay. Ready?
Ready.
Cosmac is so gracious, he got everyone blank for Christmas.
Cosmic Commandos! Cow horns.
You're so quick. I can't write. This is why we can't do it this way anymore. It's like I'm gonna have to come up with my answers in the beginning of the day. Like,
yeah, you're gonna have to rewrite them.
You're saying what they. You remember when I told the kids at home to get their paper and a pencil, and I asked you if you had a pencil and something to write with? Like, I'm writing my answers down.
Yeah, we were gonna do like a big reveal, and you have watched the match game, haven't you, Peas?
You guys explained all this too. I thought you were just doing banter. I didn't know it was actual instructions. I feel kind of dumb.
Most instructions on this show are banter.
Just because they're important doesn't mean they can't be funny.
So I have a confession to make. I don't have a piece of paper and a pencil.
So you
lied.
You set the entire thing up to fail. I feel like I don't even have any spelling words for him this week, and now I feel bad about that. I don't even think that microphone's plugged in.
Is it not?
I don't know. Tap on it. Like really tap on it. I guess so. Keep tapping. I don't know which one it is.
So I should sit here quietly and not do any of the. I should.
We should totally stop the show and do the sound check. That's the correct thing to do. I hear it tapping. I hear it tapping. I guess the kids at home could hear her too, because nobody said they couldn't hear her. All right, well that's the end of that segment. So moving on to my favorite part of the show. Good. It's the which part do you want to do, Peas? You're so good at driving the show. Which favorite part of mine do you want to do next?
No, I don't feel like that was very sincere.
What wasn't sincere about it?
You
should totally tell me what the next part of the show is going to be.
I feel like if I do that, I'm falling into some kind of Argus Fox trap. Which I'm unqualified intellectually to compete with.
I'm not, a person to trap anybody. I'm not a Trappist.
That's just what somebody would say if they were trying to trap you, though. They wouldn't tell you, "Hey, I'm going to try and trap you." They'd be like, "No, dude, I don't do that. I'm not a Trappist. I'm Baptist."
Both from Texas. Big time funny, haha, religious jokes. Did you get it, kids at home?
So it was pretty heavy. I like when we do headlines. Those are good. I might maybe more prepared for those.
You're more prepared for those? We've only got 3 hours of show left to do. What are you most prepared to do?
Oh.
You ready to jump into the big headlines and stuff? We came back. We should.
I want to. I mean, I don't want to be.
I don't
want to be pushy.
Why don't we do this part then? And we can get it out of the way. We can tell everybody. We do the weekly shout outs. You got your commercials. You got your commercials. You look up your commercials, and I'll tell everybody thank you for tolerating us. So of course, big thanks to Reverend Fanboy and Lord Ferg, Caller 23, Dr. Cosmac, Michael Marcus, Reverend Red, Couch Sloth, Trenchy, Scalpod, Apostle Expanord, Brother Other, Hazel Windmills, Agent Lloyd, Martha Artha, Dr. Oz, or FreeThinkRadio.com, and Richard Richard, negative. And Long Dead. Oh, and I'm a subgenius. Look at all that. All these people give at least $5 a month, and that's what they get. They get a shout out every week because they're gracious, good people. Tell us about other gracious, good peoples with wonderful offers and spectacular shows, Peace.
So, you want to hear about shows, huh?
Sell it.
You want to know all about shows, do you? Well, let me tell you something, punk. The freethinkradio.com show that's mostly music and always different. Well, that show's Reverend Fanboy's Fun Time.
Okay, a few more
Every
decibels,
Tuesday.
Peas. Bring it up. You got to say they're paying for this, Peas.
Every Tuesday, you'll enjoy 20th Century Radio broadcasts at 8 p.m. Eastern. The Fun Time at 10. Old Time Radio at midnight. And instrumental long plays. People don't even know what those 3 words mean. But they're going to be doing them after that. All on radio. All on freethinkradio.com. Right after you get done listening to Freethink Radio, a lot of times you'll feel dirty every day. Touch your face. Probably touching your face right now. It's disgusting. Your hands could easily come in contact with surface areas riddled with chloroforms and staph and listeria and fecal matter traces. This can increase your likelihood to get sick and potentially others. That's where Triology Soaps comes in, man. That's where they come to the rescue. Washing your hands with Triology Soaps is scientifically proven to reduce the risk of soap and cross-contamination. Don't risk your life any longer. Get clean. Go to TriologySoaps.com. Slackback.com. Just get the soap. Be clean. Filthy animals.
Okay, it was kind of there. It was kind of there. Next time though, you should do it into the microphone. Instrumental long plays is my favorite 3-letter word. Forever. Just you and me, Peas. It's just you and me in the show tonight. Well, no, you ready to jump into those headlines and chew out some show, or did you want to try and tell a story?
No, let's chew out some show.
Chew out some show.
Pretty soon it's gonna be 24 hours to go.
Is that like a David Byrne reference? Can you hum the theme?
It'll be funny New Year's Eve night.
Can you hum the theme from Space 1999? All right, it's time for my favorite part of the show. It's the headlines, proving grounds, where Peas and I are totally going to read these right now because we haven't looked at them before, and come up with things. Don't think. HyperCubeGo.com. All right, our first headline tonight. Should I read them in order, or is that going to throw us off?
However you want to do it, man. I'm ready to go.
You should have. Oh, look! You already sent me That's what you sent me. You're funny. I'm gonna give away everything. Yeah. I'm just gonna tell everybody your jokes. All right. This one comes courtesy via Hypercom through Cosmac of Cosmac Commandos. Very good. China is opening the world's largest radio telescope up to international scientists.
Puerto Rico was just leaving it out at night, so they just took it.
Oh. You sent me these so you'd be prepped. I like that. Okay. Just feed into them. Russian opposition leader Alexei Navalny. Oh, come on.
You
Alexei
cut- you-
Navalny. Okay. Russian opposition leader Alexei Navalny dupes spy into revealing how he was poisoned.
Boris tells Natasha he feels used by Navalny.
I'll give you that one because it came through. We're losing you, Peas. We gotta get you off that dial-up.
What?
All right. Octopuses. Hold on, I didn't hit the button. Octopuses observed punching fish, perhaps out of spite, scientists say.
But might have also been for $3.50.
Okay, I don't get that one. $3.50?
It's okay. It's funny.
Like
It's resonating with the
kilograms?
audience. Trust me.
Lifting?
Yep, $3.50.
Is it a lifting joke?
The octopus would hit that.
Do
it's
octopuses
just
lift?
It's out there. They want $3.50 when they need it.
Italy's oldest bell-making shop turns to... Oh, I didn't hit the button. Italy's oldest bell-making shop turns to online overseas sales to keep ancient craft alive.
People overseas buying bells because they feel bad for Italy still making bells.
Okay, I'll give you the big triple. I don't know which one on that one. Italy's oldest bell-making shop
All right,
turns to... Oh, you just want to keep going? You're ready for your big one. Okay.
This is going to be this. We're going to go out on the top. The other ones we're just warming up to the last one. This is the high note.
SETI Group says they've possibly identified a signal from an alien civilization.
Mexico denies calling them.
And that's P's Big Joke Headline Fun Time!
I had a lot of Mexican
That's the whole
themed
show.
humor tonight.
We're all done, right? We don't have to do anymore. Nothing about the moon this week?
No, just China came back from it. You know who else came back from space with stuff? Japan got back some asteroid dust.
Japan got that. But China is on the moon. But did China land on an asteroid?
We don't know. We don't know what China's doing, man. They're taking telescopes and turning them into radios and making fajitas out of
I wanted
weird
to share
stuff.
this picture with everybody. This just made my day. And hold on, let me full screen it here and bring it up for everybody. Here's just my favorite picture of the day. Is just Pioneer Peas of the Klondike. Totally out there.
What am I doing there?
Looks like
I'm doing some science.
It looks like you're science. You're looking through a telescope. And
in the
it's
middle of the day.
In the middle of the day. And what I really like is that if you look at the shadows, it's like they're going behind you, so it's almost like you're looking directly into the sun with this telescope, and that you have completely figured it out. You have totally nailed the flat Earth conspiracy by proving that you can look straight into the sun with a telescope. And that it's just...
They say you shouldn't...
Just a whole bunch of gobbledygook.
You shouldn't do that. Yeah, they say you shouldn't do that because they don't want you to know the truth.
The president did it. He can do it. He's got superpowers. I guess I have to pull up the other thing because, Pease, you had I want to, while I still want to do like the Truthache bit, I do want to take advantage of using our new video format to share this puzzling evidence. So I have to bring it back up over here. Oh, look, when I type Pease into Facebook,
this is a good
it
segment.
says that
There's
you're my
more
friend.
science.
More science. So what do we get here? If you're I'm gonna bring this back over on the screen real quick. Let's just check Pease's Facebook real quick. All right.
You gotta check
if
that out.
you're YOUR okay with Congress thinking that giving you $65 a month for the last year will solve all your problems, I guess don't call your reps then. You'll be fine. Probably. All right. It's good wisdom from Peas. And
Right?
they
That's
sharing
optimistic.
some memes.
Right? That's
Some dank
optimistic.
memes. What did we, where is it? Where's the video? Here it is. So this is fantastic. Peas caught footage of
proof.
More than proof, but good proof. But we have this blurry, artifacted, handheld cell phone video of what is
UFOs,
obviously a UFO. If you listen there, we'll just turn up the volume. Just everybody just listen. Just shut up. Shut up. Did you hear that?
Everybody.
Wow. Fascinating. So Peas did catch a little bit of so where were you? You were out like near the Mormon holding tanks, right? And did
Correct.
we not even show it? Am I that much of an artard that I didn't even I was looking at it on my screen, and now it's gone forever. It's Dan Reeves' birthday, which if you're not friends with Dan Reeves, you're probably
Look at
not
that.
a good
Look
person.
at that. Look at that.
Look at this.
And
Look
you know,
at it go.
It's
you can
hard
actually
to define
see
the
it
shape.
now.
It's
That means I didn't,
didn't
show
seem afraid.
your Facebook posts earlier.
Yeah, it didn't seem afraid of us at all. I think they come in peace, to be honest with you. When you see things like this, you really feel
Oh, are you upset you can't see yourself? Let me pull that back up and fix that for you, baby. You more comfy now? Did we lose Peas? We totally broke the internet.
That's pretty exciting. See, no, I mean, I might be here.
Yeah, keep going. We were waiting.
Hello?
You were talking. Can you not hear us anymore, Peas?
Oh no, it's just want to make sure.
Leaving?
Well, you saw that proof, right? You saw that proof of pylons and UFOs. See, I'm not just out there fucking around, man. I'm out there doing research for Hypercube Laboratories. I'm like, Cosmac is doing science on the East Coast, and I'm sciencing the sun on the West Coast, in the desert. And people say it's affected me, but I don't think that it has. I think I'm fine. And like I said, they don't want you to look at the sun because they don't want you to find the truth. That's where all is revealed. You stare at that sun for 15, 20 hours. That's pretty good. You're gonna. The Indians had a name for it.
And it was?
No, I have no idea, but I'm sure they did. I mean, it would stand to reason they'd have a name for it, right?
Can't
I mean,
tell
they
how
wouldn't
much
just
is like him.
oh, it's
not
the guy who sits and
responding and
stares
how
at the
much
sun
is
all
just
day. They
buffering.
call it something.
It's fantastic. It's like I've got like the Schrodinger's peas. You're there until I need you to answer. Fill in all this dead air for me, Peas. We already went through all the gosh
Okay, I'm
darn
going to do it right
headlines.
now. So what I'm gonna
You didn't rant about China, who is not influenced by Michelle Silverstein. Did you know he worked for? He wrote. For,
you don't
did
know
you know
that.
he wrote
That's
for
not-
Playboy?
Oh yeah,
I didn't know that. I thought it was kind
a
of
lot of his cartoons and drawings and stuff wound up in Playboy.
They paid for him to do a travelogue. They'd send him to places. He was totally on the Hunter Thompson gig. Getting paid,
that's
paid
the thing.
to write up for porn.
Yeah, it's the thing about both those guys. They don't write any of their own shit practically. Hunter Thompson. Having a magazine in the old days was a way to pay some of your weird friends enough money so they could stay out of jail, and maybe you could sell some magazines. But see, the outlet doesn't exist anymore. All we have is nothing. We have Facebook. You know?
Is Facebook nothing?
It's sad.
It's pretty, yeah.
Facebook's awful.
Well,
it is nothing. It's the worst thing in humanity.
Martha Arthur and Dr. Ellis did The Pale Horse, and they put out
that was fabulous.
3 fantastic issues. And they're not. It's you want to call them a zine, but it's an independent newspaper. It was great. It's huge, and it's filled with stuff and interactive stuff like scratch events and things like that. That's a hardcore publication that they made.
But they did that to keep us out of trouble. Like we were wayward youths. They knew that if they didn't have a magazine, we would get into misbegotten ways and troubles and shenanigans and hijinks. So it was a way to keep us rowdy.
It's almost
writer
like if I
types
had a whole
kinda
bunch of people
in check.
that were making content and then gave it to me to package up in like something with a logo on it that I could sell it, and we could all make money off of it. We'll all make the same amount of money off of it. Could we? No, no. That's another thing is that if the magazines were able to do that, and that's why there were so many flippin' magazines and a whole world of magazine subcultures
in the day
like that back in the day. And I mean, think about that.
Zine.
Yeah, somebody picks up a zine and then goes home and starts putting crystals in their microwaves because they believe it's going to heal them. That's pretty.
Read it in the zine, dude. Heavy metal. But think about all the artists that had outlet then, just because of the magazine Heavy Metal, or even Cracked or Mad Magazine. All those people now are out there struggling, trying to find a way to get their art out there because that medium doesn't exist anymore. It's all watered down and diluted with Facebook crapola. And here's the thing.
Well, it's
at one time
pick it
people
up.
thought
It's easy.
the internet was going to be the great equalizer, and the cream would still rise to the surface. But cream can't rise through a layer of crap 3 miles thick. It's impossible. Even the lightest and fluffiest of cream is still going to be weighed down by the excessive weight that 3 miles of fecal surface material would extend on any kind of cream-like substance. And even if the cream could somehow rise to the top of that shithole of mediocrity, the pressure alone would have turned it to butter by the time it rose to the surface, and butter isn't what you were asking for. You were asking for the cream, and you didn't get it. You got some butter. It doesn't
Overworked
seem right.
butter. Who's buzzing?
Overworked butter.
Be nice to the butter. The butter worked hard. It put up with a lot.
That's an exciting opportunity to now. Are you prepared for, what do they call this? Saturnalia? Saturnalia? Saturna?
Satanvalia, I believe.
What did they call Christmas? No, they called Christmas something else before it was Christmas.
It was Satan's birthday. Everybody. That's why Jesus came to Earth on that day. That's coming up around the corner. And it was to totally override Satan's birthday, which was December 25th, 666, in the year of our Dark Lord. Which probably didn't even use, the Greco-Roman calendar. What do we use? It's like some whole made-up thing by kings. Why are we using that anymore? You have any idea how racist Julius Caesar was, and how racist Augustus Caesar were, and people like Alexander the Great. Alexander the Great murdered over 3 million people in an early world conquest, leading up there, and we're still using their calendar. I mean, come on. Some months have 31, some months have 30. What a ridiculous just homage to bullshit. We have such a better calendar. Not everybody uses this calendar. We just use it to keep all the queen bowers over in over in big Europe, they're pushing the calendars. They've got all the atomic clocks and everything over there. Oh, it's over here. It's super accurate. Can't. Oh yeah, the Americans have an atomic clock. Oh, all they know how to do is blow stuff up with them.
That's good.
That's how big Europe
That's 'cause
treats
the Europe-
us. Why does big Europe control such a stake
Well,
on the calendar market? You know, you want to talk about the flat Earth.
They have-
I know you do. And the globalist conspiracy, and primarily by people that manufacture globes, because they are a driving force of the conspiracy, because it keeps the prices of globes up. It's super cheap to print out a flat Earth globe. It's just a frisbee. And you just send that out by doing these inflated pieces of paper and marketing them as education tools. They're able to totally, keep that part of the market just completely saturated with requests for globes.
Big maps.
Big maps
is fucking.
And big time. Why are you hiding behind your microphone? You're gonna eat candy in the microphone.
No. I was.
Oh, so good. It's jelly. With little flavor crystals. What do you think, Peas?
About what? I try not to.
Wrong answer. You're supposed to say you don't think, because that's the whole hypercube thing.
Is it pretty?
All right. Well, it's time for my favorite part of the show. It's where Peace tells me a story, and I decide whether it's true or not.
Oh man, this is hard. It's only got 4 minutes left.
I know, you're gonna have to make it count.
So here's the thing. It's a very quick story. You gotta decide very quickly whether it's true or not. When Peas had children years and years ago, decades ago, I was robbed at Christmas Eve of some toys that had been donated to me because I didn't have any money for my kids' toys. And the police came and took a report, and they were like, yeah, you're never going to see that shit again. And so on Christmas Eve night, like Christmas morning, 11:30, it's like Christmas Eve night, but going to be Christmas morning. The news team showed up at my house with the police officers, and they had taken a collection up and bought my kids a bunch of toys for Christmas. I had made a Christmas tree out of a coat rack and some wire hangers and a string of lights, so it looked like a tree shape of lights, and everybody thought that was real clever. And that's the story. Was I on the news? Did I have a Christmas tragedy turn into a Christmas miracle like you see every year on the news that you watch? Probably happened in your hometown today, but could it be possible that was actually the Peas that happened to one year? That's up for you and Dr. Argus Fox to decide right after this commercial break.
Are we going to do a commercial break?
We might not do. No, we might not do commercial break. I just felt like saying that.
I feel like I want to ask you questions about it, and I really want to figure this one out.
Okay.
Let's go. You want to stick around with us? You want to take a cigarette break?
No, I don't smoke, dude. I don't smoke anymore.
You don't got any fucking teeth. You ain't got nothing to worry about. I would replace every one of my teeth with a cigarette butt just to remind me every day of how fortunate I am. You're vaping, though. What are you vaping, Peas? Molten nickel? Cobalt?
Juice. Yep. A little mixture of both.
Have you eliminated all the juice?
I thought I told this story before.
Which story? This one? It makes me want to... Okay, so they broke into your house? Were you the only... Were you like the police totally broke into your house? Because there's something out of this I want to get. There's something out of this that I want to get from you before I make my answer. And that is, so they broke in the garage. Broke in through the garage. So you had a garage. So you had like a legit home base. And what did they take? They took your Christmas tree, or did you not have a Christmas tree yet?
I didn't have a Christmas tree. And as most people know, the Peas is against Christmas trees. Peace thinks that's a barbaric costume and shouldn't be allowed.
Why? Because you're like on the Sierra Club mailing list or something?
No, I think it's a waste of resources. All the resources to fucking cut a tree down that's not doing anything wrong.
It's good for
drag it across the country to sell somebody to fucking hang baubles off of for fucking 2.5 weeks.
They grow them. They grow them. Think of the carbon footprint offset that growing Christmas trees does. They create.
Think of the water wasted. The water wasted. Fucking making Christmas trees so people can throw them away.
But that's so that the trees may live. And they really only cut off like the tops of the trees, and then they come back. They come back around. And then the rest of those trees are sold off for biomass in gasification plants. It's a lot of money goes into that.
What's worse is people say, "Oh, get an artificial tree." Yeah, get some fucking thing made with 3 pounds of extruded fucking plastic and crap like that you're gonna throw out in 6 or 7 years. It won't biodegrade. It just sits there and rots till eventually little teeny weeny pieces of it find their way into the water table, then eventually into the ocean, where shrimp start eating it, and then they die because they got little pieces of plastic in their bellies, all because you had to have a fucking Christmas tree to celebrate the birth of some guy who never even existed. Sign me up for Christmas trees.
I have a member of my family that hasn't taken their Christmas tree down in. Has it been up since? It's been 7 years at least.
Oh no, that Christmas tree has always been up there since I've known you.
So like 12 years, a Christmas tree.
Yes, the same Christmas tree.
The same Christmas tree.
It never goes away.
But it's clean.
Oh yeah, it's not dusty in the least.
And they only light it up on special occasions and Christmas.
Yes.
It's up.
What other special occasion besides Christmas is there for a Christmas tree? Now, one time I did workshop.
My birthday.
I was going to do a holiday tree. When I was doing trees, one time I said to Pam, I said, "Hey, let's make a President's Day tree. We're not taking the tree down." So we actually made a Martin Luther King Day tree, and then we did a President's Day tree, because we figured out like every month has some kind of holiday in it, and we would eventually market, this whole idea of we would send you the decorations for whatever month the tree was. But we got like into April, and the fucking thing was dusty and big pain in the ass.
Please, tell me. What would you hang on the Martin Luther King Day tree?
Well, it seems in bad taste now, but we like. We hung little heads of Martin Luther.
What do you do? What do you do for Arbor Day? Do you take it outside?
Show it to the other trees.
Show it to the other trees.
I hadn't figured out all the nuances of the program yet, to be fair.
St. Patrick's Day, everybody just pees into it.
No, we did. We had St. Patrick's Day covered with shillelaghs and little hats and pipes.
You
and
covered
gold.
a tree with a bunch of little dead trees.
Little sticks.
Yeah.
They're not sticks. They're trees.
No, I know, but obviously in ornament style, they would be little sticks.
They'd look like sticks.
Would be stick-sized. I understand what she meant. They'd be stick-sized, so they would look like little shillelagh sticks.
Little shillelaghs, shillelites, shillayette.
I don't see how this prolonged discussion about holiday trees is going to help you determine whether my tale is true or false.
Oh, what, you want to get pushy about it? Well, they broke in through your garage, but you didn't have a tree. You didn't have a tree. Yeah. So how did they know you have Christmas presents? Where were the Christmas presents?
Well, I just had back surgery, and so
always
my
with the excuses.
Wife's friend pulled over and took the presents out of her trunk that she had bought for the kids. And my thought is that the thieves saw that And when we went inside to talk and all that stuff, they pried up the garage door and stole the presents.
How long had the presents been there?
Half hour, 45 minutes.
Really? So super quick.
Yeah.
They were in and out.
Yeah. Almost.
Now what about
Yeah, you're like,
your
what
wife's
the-
friend? It's not like she could have called somebody and said, "Hey, you totally got to see this new like Atari ST that I'm gonna drop off at these suckers' house," right? Like you totally didn't get ripped off by your wife's friend.
I think.
Because 99% of all
I think
crimes
so. She
performed
probably-
are by
yeah.
somebody that you know. That's like a logistical, statistical fact. Like you will more than likely know or have met the person that is wronging you. It's just improbable that it would happen at random. So if this is true, then it's obvious that like you were being staked out by people that you were associating with. Were you still in your criminal racketeering ring? Were you still moving stolen goods?
I was dabbling in sports cards at the time.
Sports cars or sports cards?
Cards.
Cards?
CARDS.
You can tell me
Yeah.
how much my Mickey mantle is worth?
I could have at the time, and at the time, this is when the last sports card boom, which were certain cards it was like playing the lottery to open a package of sports cards. It was like the tulip revolution in the Dutch in I can't remember Denmark. Yeah, when they went crazy for tulips and they would sell tulip futures.
Fresh
the sports
tulips.
card industry for about 2.5, 3 years just went nuts, and you would buy a 50-cent pack of cards, and you might pull out a $300 card out of that pack, and you could sell it for that easy anywhere in town, and there were shops everywhere. And it went on for a good 16, 18 months. I still have 300,000 or 400,000 individual sports cards. I have some nudes and some Marvel comic card sets too. But I keep hoping the market will come back, but it never will. They overprinted at the time, and there was even for those cards that were considered super rare. There's millions of them out there.
I collect credit cards.
So the whole industry
They're a
crashed.
lot harder to get than most.
But I was involved with a gang of people that would go to those card shops and sometimes steal the valuable cards out of the books when the guy wasn't looking, and then they'd go to a different card shop and sell them.
And how many times had you done that, or did you like show them how to do that?
I don't do dirty work like that.
No,
I could
not
be
you couldn't
involved
look
in
like a shopkeeper
of like
face to face
that.
and like just pull.
I might
pull pieces of paper out of a book.
No, I'm saying
Because
I
this
don't.
particular piece of paper was worth a lot of money.
I don't go to people's stores and steal things. That was a skill set that other people had.
Why were
I might drive somebody there, and they're going to go in there and steal things, but I would not go in the shop and steal things. I might tell somebody, "Hey, I know where this is," and then they would go steal it, and then they'd talk to me about it. I'd be like, "Well, I know who will go buy that," and then they would go buy it, and I would get a taste of the action for that information. But I didn't do that kind of work.
No,
past
you
information.
were above that. You had some dignity, and I can respect that. It's commendable, Peas. Very commendable. So these guys that you tipped off where to rip off baseball cards totally broke into your house and stole all your gifts and your Christmas tree. And they made off.
I didn't have a tree,
Why didn't you have a tree?
but I made a tree later with
But
my.
you were
Because
yeah,
I didn't
why
have
did
the
you
money
make,
to have
well,
a tree.
what
Because this
is-
was poor.
Well, why did you wait until later to
Yes.
make the tree?
Because I thought I was going to get a check. Okay, so I
But
thought
you-
that
but you
my
ended up
Christmas
with a
would be
Ukrainian.
saved on the 23rd.
Bam!
But I wound up.
Sorry, please.
All right, you gotta wrap it up.
Oh, you getting
gotta
mad
wrap it
at
up.
me? I'm making the funny jokes.
You're doing good. I'm just saying.
I'm just gonna spend the rest of the show after you go just talking about how mean you're being to me. I'm just gonna cry about it.
Not
It's okay.
being
You won't be
mean.
bothered because I know you won't be listening. You never listen to my show. You only listen to your show.
Because I don't want to interfere with your show.
You don't.
Well, because you said you made it say, "Oh, it's my show."
Well, you should
So,
totally come
I'm
on
like,
my show.
okay.
It's right on after this one.
Is it?
Yeah, on freethinkradio.com. Exclusively. You can't hear that show on YouTube because we play music on it. And by we, I mean me. You know, your friend.
That sounds like YouTube is missing out.
Well, it sounds like everything that you're telling me is completely believable, down to the point that even though you were vigorously just turgid with animosity.
I wasn't.
Turgid with animosity towards Christmas trees, that you decided to replicate one at home. You totally vegan leathered a Christmas tree and perpetuated the stereotype that that was a positive thing to make up for the fact somehow that people that you were tipping off to in criminal rings had totally broken into your house and stolen everything from you the night before Christmas. And then you weren't able to get anything out of it. So what you're saying is, Peas, is that blue lives matter, right?
Kind of in an indirect way, I guess I'm saying that.
Like that's
at least
because
then.
that's all I want tonight. You know, let's end the show on a pot. Look, even your light in your room is turned from blue to darker blue. It knows what to do. So take this moment and just let everybody know that blue lives matter.
Blue lives matter.
And tell them why they mattered. Because they came to your house and gave you Christmas presents after you left your door unlocked. And totally
That's
got
correct.
ripped off. And so
And they do that to select people to keep control of the masses. So I was one of their pawns in their media game to control us.
And you are a strong
I got some
advocate
stuff,
for
though.
the police. That's what I want to talk to you about on the chopping
now.
block. I want to talk to you about stuff that's
Now
going to
that they
happen
paid-
next year. You really should stick around because I've got predictions.
Kind of predictions.
But I've got some predictions. What, you want to take a break and go over to the other show and talk to me for like 20 more minutes?
No.
No?
No, we finish this show up. You gotta tell people the stuff.
Oh, we still have to wrap up
I'm
your
gonna have
story. So I
fun.
believe that is true. I believe that is true.
It is.
That
It is true, and I feel bad because about halfway through telling it, I remember I told it before.
It
one
sounded
time.
a little bit familiar, but I couldn't remember if it was a lie or not. But it sounded just tragic enough that you would want me to believe that it was true, because it wasn't you like making up a fake Puerto Rican guy to blame a criminal act of neglect that you had committed, or giving children drugs or
That
anything
works.
else like
That
that.
works.
This was a true story because it was, I could instantly tell because it was about something negative that had happened to you. And like the only redeeming thing is that blue lives matter. And that's how I figured it out. That's how I figured it out, because I'm a big deducer.
Hashtag.
I didn't think about it. I just knew it from the beginning. Right?
Yep. I didn't do a very good job. I have shame.
What didn't you do a good job on?
It's not a very good story because I told before. And I should tell news tales or news stories and not.
Well, you can tell a news story next week, and you can tell us your special. Is it going to be? This is the big one for the year. It's 122120. I don't think we're going to get this next year. That'd be pretty hardcore. Let's look at the big calendar, Peas. What's your favorite day of the year?
Yesterday.
Aw. Is that because you didn't have to do the show today?
No, just in general. I'm always more optimistic about what's taking place than what's coming up.
When does yesterday start?
Well, it starts in 24-hour increments every second. So every second, a new yesterday technically is formed.
So yesterday moves as fast as the future arrives.
Correct.
Even if it's the same day. We're in the future on the same day.
If I say, hey, yesterday,
on camera,
it
man.
could mean.
What are you doing?
No, I'm not.
Why are you so sleepies? Is that why you want to go? You need bankies and hot chalkies? And you need naps? Does Peas need naps?
I don't like to talk much about this, but I go to bed about this time of night every day. And so sometimes I get sleepy.
Well, even comparatively, it's much later for me.
I know it is, and it makes me feel awful. I just feel awful even saying that. But in retrospect, I'll be up at like 4 in the morning.
The country can hear us, Peas, so that they can hear us at their convenience. That's what we do. Where's your extract of the bull semen? You totally take a shot of that. That'll perk you right up.
Oh, that'd kill me at my age, dude.
Well, how about you apologize and we'll let you go, and then I'll switch over to chopping block. What you say? What say ye, Peas?
All right, well.
They have to do the other apology song because the last episode got banned from the internet. So I have to pick the new apology song, everybody. Here it is.
I'm sorry. So sorry.
There we go. Yeah, that's the new apology music. All right, Peas.
There you go. So listen, kids, let's be realistic about this tree thing. I'm sorry I might have offended some of you by saying that Christmas trees is a big load of shit and it's bad for the environment, wastes water, and if you try to rationalize it with some kind of vegan, vegetarian, pleather bullshit about plastic trees, that's just killing the other 3/4 of the earth. It's really ridiculous that you need a tree to celebrate the birth of an imaginary lech who basically... there's already a zombie, is he a leech, what is Christ? Man, I don't think he was any of those things. He was a dark elf, and as such, we should leave him alone. But bottom line is, you want to celebrate Christmas, get a poinsettia. Unless you've got a cat or a dog, then you probably shouldn't have one because they're poisonous to them. They might be poisonous for turtles, but I don't know about that. I'm just thinking because turtles are small, and if they're poisonous to dogs and cats, poinsettias might be poisonous to a turtle. So don't get the poinsettia if you have pets in general. If you have just a fish tank, you could probably get away with the poinsettia, but really any other kind of mammal or reptilian type creature, avoid replacing the Christmas tree with the poinsettia. Maybe go with like a fern or a herbal garden or something. I don't know. I'm sorry I don't have a better answer for you about that, but you'll figure it out. This is a great year for Christmas, and that all the people that we get irritated we have to buy presents for and then go see to give to them. We don't have to really do that because we're not allowed to go anywhere or see those people anyway, and we can just tell them like my job did. Hey Frank, we didn't give you a Christmas present. We didn't even buy you a gift card to Dunkin' Donuts. We contributed money to you to the Human Fund. Like it's a Seinfeld episode. And it wasn't the Human Fund, but it was something just as stupid. It was something I would have never given any money to, especially money that you had earmarked for me. Don't give money, don't have money, and then think, oh, what would Peas like this money to go to, and then give that person or those things money. Give the money to Peas. I will keep the money that I want, and then give those people that I would want to give money to money after I've gotten it. I don't like to be cut out of my money situation, and for that, I'm sorry. That's our show, kids.
Man, so vigorous and wet. It was a wet apology, Peas.
Sorry, I fucked up your snatch.
Oh, Peas, I'll give you one for that one. We'll totally fix this snatch for you, Peas, and it'll be nice, and we're gonna tighten it up, and you're gonna like it.
We'll shave it down.
We're gonna have a good show next week. So make sure that you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button here at youtube.com/freethinkradio. And if you're listening to freethinkradio.com, stay tuned, because here comes Dr. Fox's chopping block, and it's a shorter one. But here's the end credits for the YouTube people. We'll see you next week.